Welcome to Bridging the Gap, connecting in a disconnected world. Today at Asbury Park Beach, and unexpected, there's some wonderful music happening in the background with my limited time that I had. So let's try this today, and which is great. We create what we expect, and sometimes those expectations change. So where I expected it to be calm and quiet, we may have some background, beautiful sounds during our breathing section, which for some will be great, and for others, it may more be like clouds. But we do have a cloudy day, and let's figure out what we do when we have those changed expectations. And we'll talk about, how our mind is the architect of what we expect. That's what shapes reality, right? That's what we interpret, how we interpret the world, and what influences our emotions, how our brain is rewired, and what if we became intentional about what we expect. So let's think about that neuroplasticity, how we change that rewiring in our minds and our brains to strengthen the pathways that we use the most. How through this confirmation bias, we seek evidence to support what we already believe, right? We want to think a certain way. We want to believe what our feelings are founded in something, and sometimes we search for those things in our expectations. So we have to be careful about that and make sure we really stop and observe when that happens, so that we can reframe or shift what our expectations could be, eventually hopefully eliminating any expectations and just being in the happiness of the moment. But while we're figuring out how to shift that, since we do have those as humans, how can we perceive and use our mind to help shift what is and what can be? Right? So let's think of that growth mindset of expecting possibilities for those doors to open in a different way, and how we use our body and our mind and our information to shift that. So find a spot, quiet or not, and that's comfortable and safe, and just start to notice your breath. Just be aware of what's around you. Take in all the sights, sounds, and smells that you can. Um, Sometimes they're exactly what you want, and sometimes they're not. I think this is a great example of how to deal with expectations, as we take these 5 minutes out of our time to center ourselves and breathe. So we're going to breathe in this intention. We're going to inhale curiosity and exhale limiting beliefs, that something should be a certain way. That's a lot, right? Inhale curiosity. Let's be curious about something while exhaling those limiting beliefs. Each breath creates a new space. It shapes our mind, and it challenges those assumptions. Right? What our expectations are shaping your world right now. They're probably the thoughts that are coming through our mind as we try to allow them to pass by as clouds, to find those little blue spots of sky, the peace of our mind, through our grounding breath. So breathe in that possibility of staying curious, and breathe out those self-imposed barriers, those thoughts that we put on ourselves, to find peace and new intention. That may be a lot as we shift these thoughts, how we take in this amazing new reality that we're shaping, that we don't have to react a certain way. We have the ability to change. The only thing constant in life is change. So, how do we see that as an opportunity each time and lessen our expectations for the wonderfulness that life has to offer? Just as the ripples in the ocean help create new waves, let's think of that as a wave of thought, a wave of change, a wave of peace. If a thought arises, let it be part of you. Let it pass through, knowing I can get to that later. It's there. Hi. See you soon. I don't have to answer it now. So that's the expectation we have sometimes, is to solve instead of just be. Enjoy, revel in the moment of just being for 5 minutes, and how much that can benefit us, benefiting those around us. This helps shape our beliefs, right? When we realize we can shift that change in thought through our breath, we can ground ourselves in that breath, knowing I can change those around me. This is the intention that we want to set forward, that we have the ability, through our presence and our calmness, to change not only ourselves, but those around us, as we gift that forward. Feel free to take the couple moments to pause here, get the sunscreen out of your eyes, butterfly your eyes open, and think about these small shifts. Feel free to continue and join me back when you're ready. If you need some more time, at least take these 5 minutes and think of these small shifts in our mindset and what we believe about ourselves and how it impacts everyone around us. Expecting the best in others helps them rise to meet it, right? And know that it's in there, it's within them. I'm going to leave you with a quote from Henry Ford. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Right? Whether we think we can or we can't, we're right. If we think we can't, that's what we create for ourselves. But if we think we can, or sometimes we're not able to yet, right? I can't do that. If we just shift and think, I'm not able to yet, how does that change our mindset so that we can go, there is a possibility. If somebody else can do it, if it's possible, I can do it, you can do it. So let's take that with us. The joy of sunscreen on my fingers. Um, and let's share that with the world. Thank you. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, and take it with you throughout the day. Breathe, be lovely, and thank you for this time together. I appreciate you.